The Jaguars are getting closer and closer to that second preseason game. Justin, they now have 14 training camp practices in the books, just a couple more before they take the trip to New Orleans for preseason game number 2. All right, we've been answering a lot of questions, doing these mailbags. We got a couple more as we continue to work through. Really quick, wanted to do a quick injury update. Anton Harrison was back at practice on Tuesday, and Tyson Campbell still not on the practice field on Tuesday. Liam Cohen did say he was day-to-day, but that's a big blow for the team.
Hey, keep him off the field. I said it earlier this week. You've got to keep your starters healthy, and if Tyson doesn't play again until the regular season opener, I'm fine with that. But again, it's day to day, not week to week, month to month, so that's positive.
All right, that leads us to our first mailbag question. This one's from Flutta. If Campbell was hurt, who would be a surprise starter who's coming into their own at corner?
Man,
what you got?
A surprise to me would probably be Jarian Jones, because
a surprise. Okay. Go ahead.
He's listed as OR on the depth chart with Travis Hunter.
Sure.
He came into his own a little bit last year, but he's not necessarily that starter that you think of. But I'm going to say Jarian as my surprise a little bit. He's played with ones, he's played with twos this year, but I'm going to say Jarian would be my guy to step in.
So, but for it to be a surprise, that means you're leaning that Travis Hunter's going to be the starter, right?
He could be. In certain situations.
Have I finally got you on board?
In certain situations. I still think he needs some preseason rep. But hey, you spend a first-round draft pick on him?
To me, Travis Hunter or Jarian Jones ending up your starter at corner isn't a surprise. I think ultimately they're going to play a lot of snaps at cornerback this season. Whether Tyson is healthy or not, both of them will play at corner. So that's not a surprise. A surprise for me, Christian Braswell.
Okay.
Braswell's had a really good camp. Really sticky in coverage, won a lot of his one-on-ones, and he's a guy who's been rotating in with that up group as Tyson Campbell's been a little banged up. Okay. That is what I call a surprise. But I've always liked Braswell since he got drafted out of Rutgers. They had a dog on the screen when he was drafted, and I always joke with him it's because he has that dog in him.
Right.
So, all right, let's see if we can do another question. How about this one? This one also from Flutta. Do we have the right safety in the house?
I think so. I think it's going to be Andrew Wingard and maybe Darnell Savage / Eric Murray, but probably, I don't know. At this point, I think Wingard is really hammering down his starting spot. I think the other one still has a little bit of flux to it. Savage, Murray kind of situation. But I think the safety competition has been good and spirited and just what you need. So I do think it's in-house.
All right, one last question. This one's just coming straight from me, and I want to see your take on this because we've been talking about this. If there was a surprise training camp cut at when they determined the roster, who would it be?
Oh, man.
If there was a surprise. It has to constitute as a surprise now.
I'm going to say maybe a
think on it. That was tough.
Maybe a Tyler Lacey kind of guy.
Oh, come on.
If you're going younger,
Soft.
at that position, and you're expecting Eric and Mason to be,
it's not a surprise.
He would be.
Okay, he went Tyler
man.
Lacey. I'd go crazy and say, how about crazy? We'll go Travis Etienne.
Okay.
So if you want more Jaguars coverage, head over to newsforjax.com. Click on the Handy Dandy Sports page. You can also track it down over on Instagram. Look for Sports for Jax while you're scrolling. Good way to keep up with everything. And hey, for high school football season is almost here. On Friday night, 10:45 here on Channel 4, we'll give you a little season preview as those kickoff classics get out on the grass. So we'll be talking a little bit of football, maybe a few highlights mixed in as we set the table for our first Varsity 4 football that's coming the next week on August 22nd.
It is here, man. It is here.
It is here. All right, that'll do it for sports.